Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, welcome to another special episode of Jack Rams Online on Mega Artist Media. It's supposed to be episode 30 or 31. I'm not sure what issue I got 31 or 30. I'm even reading the numbers vice versa. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Today we are at Ghetto's Bar and Car Wash, 63 Bok Street, and Kitweri Rale Malatji, what Clark Comedy. My brother.
Yeah, man, my brother. What's up, my brother?
Sharp, how's it?
Grand.
Sharp, man.
Yeah.
It's been long coming. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
It's happening today.
Plus, naki muthu fela pelo.
Hey.
I hope nix of fela pelo le mo phone.
No, some feel because I know it's my job, and I know that you have a show coming.
Yeah.
28, so we needed to do it before the show comes so that we can be able to promote the show as well.
One of the good reasons.
Yeah, so let's talk about the show before we get into any other thing.
We can talk about the show. What do you want to know about the show?
When is it happening? Who's on the lineup?
The show is happening 28 this month, March 28
Sure.
March 2024. Lineup massive.
Sure.
Massive. I really can't
Yes.
I'm the host.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm the host. I'll be playing around with the guests and then I've got comedians such as Mr. Chase. People know Mr. Chase already. He's becoming popular, very popular.
Yeah, he's the one on TV, on Mzansi Magic.
Yeah, every day he's nominated for newcomer Savannah Newcomer Choice Awards. Yeah,
okay.
he's nominated. Yeah. Let's vote for him.
Ne?
Yeah, let's vote for him. Yeah, and then we also have Tabang ER.
Yeah.
Of ER Comedy
What.
Yeah, we've got one lady on the lineup, Sister H. Half.
Which one guy, Sister H?
Fosloras. Yeah.
I interviewed No Komoswete.
Yeah.
And I said to her, to this day, you are still the only female stand-up comedian from Limpopo. I haven't seen any female stand-up comedian. You will correct me if I'm wrong. If there is any popular, of course, popular female comedian that I know from Limpopo.
Yeah, but something. Sister H. Ukano ruwa lebelela ba rutwa Fosloras. Mara wa kry ngwana modimo e mopedi a ijwana mo gae.
Ne?
Hape batho ba tšhabela Gauteng ba feta bua ba ga metsi ba ga mikuku ba papa bona ba ijwana mo.
Right?
Sa le motho a tsamaya mo a tšhabetse dibeke a ya kwa di a mokhunyana nampile bo spome jotsi ba bantši ke bana ba borena mana re ba tlhokomele.
Ke batho ba Limpopo, ne?
Bona ke bana ba borena.
Right. So, how long have you been in the industry, man?
So far, can you calculate the years? 2009. From 2009.
2009, I don't know. I
It started in 2009 towards the end of the year. It was the second last show. Second last show. The show was hosted by Mashabela. And that evening, he did not even come. He sent school boy.
Okay.
So I got school boy that evening.
Yeah, that's how long you've been in the comedy industry.
Yeah, as a stand-up comedian, professionally. I get very professionally, but I will recognize the fella, or when you decide to go on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from 2009. But I've been a comedian all my life.
Yeah. So 2009, that's when you had your first show as a performer, as a stand-up comedian.
Not my first show.
Yeah.
That's when I was called on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody called me. Or Braga, when I'm a friend, my little brother. You belong there.
Yeah.
So we were at a funeral. Aye, man. What the drinks were?
Yeah.
What the drinks? O ya makapelo ga batho ba tsegisha batho ka ro tsegisitse ba gotsi mo mothareng ka fa sa motharanyana mo rula.
Yeah.
Are mara Grootman wena you can do it. Of course umpitsa Grootman because ke Grootman. Yeah, but that decided mara let me try it plus kana go la bophelo ntse bola hadinyana. I had just lost my job and yeah, I won't tell you how mara Yeah, I had just lost my job.
You know, I'm gonna ask how.
I know you're gonna ask, and I know you follow up on questions. But
What job were you doing?
I'm a travel consultant by profession.
Okay.
Yeah, and I then worked for a certain bank.
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention it. I worked for FNB, eBucks.
Sure.
I was a travel consultant, but I've been working for other companies before, like Thompson Stores. I worked for Thompson Stores. I worked for Harvey World Travel in Polokwane. I'm qualified, licensed. If I decide to open my own travel agency right now, I can. I'm fully licensed.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So when you say you are a professional travel consultant, are you also
Agent.
saying agent?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you also saying that it is your academic qualification as well?
Yes, that is my academic qualification.
Yeah.
Boston and Tamerlane.
Yeah.
And then I also went to Galileo for Galileo licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you working in the province or outside the province or all over the country?
I worked in the province here in Polokwane, and I worked in Gauteng. Gauteng, that's when I worked for Thompson Stores. I worked for Amex Travel. I worked for Yona eBucks Travel. Yeah, you name a few. There's a lot of companies that I worked for, Braga.
Sure.
The skills chaka ni dili massive. Ne kere ke tsena ka mo banong nyaka gore. Interview ne ke ya ke a gona re ke boye ke se ke pass.
Ne?
Yeah.
So when you're busy doing Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Or was it at that time when you realized that you can also be a stand-up comedian?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's why you wait until later.
Yeah.
Later in life, 2009, I had just lost my job. 2008.
Yeah.
I drove a very beautiful Golf Mark 1. They stole it to go Pretoria. My life was just down, Brian. Mara, this guy said to me, Big C, I don't know, man. My Bigs. Aram Khalaga, when man, you belong there, man. Why say you? Mashabela Galane. I needed to together, go back to my comfort zone. Well, I thought it was my comfort zone. But since if it's like industrial comedy, I realized, no. There's a lot of chance in here, and and there's quite a lot.
Right. So when you do your first show and you perform and people respond, how was the response?
Yo, yeah, man, what's our stage?
Yes.
The first time, and I get suited. Yeah, I get suited. Comedy. I still have the picture.
Yeah,
I still have the picture. Yeah, comedy. Yeah, I suit a phone. Yeah, let's set us Sautura Gianluca. Yeah, Garmuka is suited. Hanuko stage. But who grab a troll village? One of them death on stage.
Yeah,
but one will be like that was the first time I really did jokes. I was talking about the guy.
Yeah,
that's why you would Tagola Garman. Jokes Checham for some time, ruler, Trishan, recorded the rings. Sorry, another stage into a rega. I mean, somewhat to move to go other comedians by Lord Kalabalon. They can still show you how to polish your jokes and Garman. Yeah, let me try. And I did. It didn't take me long.
Right. So, how do you start developing jokes that makes people laugh on stage after you realize or the jokes je o di diranga fa sa ka mtlhare le dutse le majita le kwa di beer a se di jokes je batho ba nyakang go dikwa go ba tse di segishang batho go le staging at a show?
Yeah, Leon difficult nyana. Difficult nyana because the same jokes like now since I became a professional, the same jokes that I want to try on stage, I try them with my friends. Try but again, it can be a flop go stage. Staging after especially the offensive jokes. People respond differently. But feel this is offensive. Then outside,
so what do you think makes a joke not to have an effect? You can test a joke le majita wa kwa gore ba responda jwang oba anyone not only majita le batho ba dutshing le bona le basadi ba tla ba le gona
Yeah.
then you feel and think because of that response and reaction gore it could work or it's gonna work and I'm gonna use it on stage, and when you perform it on stage it doesn't work. What do you think is the difference there?
Ke nagana gore difference ge nka e nagana botsotse difference ke the difference tša di-stages di-stage ya re performa go tsona di a fapana. Na le theatre gig, go na le club gig. Club gig kore o performela batho ba e leng gore ba ke notse di-drinks a ba sana taba. Sometimes I'm not saying ba tshega ntho ngwe le ngwe. No, I'm not saying no, le nna ke ano le nna di-drinks ke a beta ke šetse ke no tseba re mara batho ba e leng gore ba dutse ka clubong ba nwa di-drinks ke batho ba e leng gore ba thabile to a certain extent, ba thabile o ka lebelela gantši. Well go na le ba bangwe ba ya jwaleng motho a e ne mathata a gage.
Sure.
And then remember go na le nako ngwe o ka bolela something some offender go tshwana le ka kerekeng moruti tšatši lengwe a ka rera ka papalase gane e go tshwere wa ba ka o ka re moruti o bone wena gane a bolile ebile a go bone le go go bona. So le rena di-jokes tša rena sometimes go na le go kgonagalo ya gore ke bolela ka wena ke re ke sa bolele ka wena ka no bolela ka ntho engwe ya ba re gantši go tlhagetše last night. So you might be offended. So you know ba ono gore the difference ke theatre gigs le di-club gigs. Club gigs sometimes you qualify to say a lot of things and get away with them. Mara ka theatre gig o gopole gore go tlile batho ba bantšhinyana ba mohuta mang wa bangwe ke MEC
and ba sober and they have strong beliefs about certain things.
Comedy festival le one o lebelle ba bangwe taba ba tile le bana ngwananyana sa 9 years o kra se ona mola audience sure okay now there's a limit na lo tshedingwe swanje like line up comedians ra bolela guys this is what we are expecting. Age restriction ya comedy show irile so we are expecting people as young as
so there's an age restriction for comedy.
There is. So some of us, because nara ke tseba ra se rena batho ba go rwana ka especially ka di shows like this le line up tse ke di phutang up a se batho ba go rwana a lot. Even though go ka ba le comedian engwe le gore o na le di jokes tša go rwana ke try go ba bontsha gore let's work on go na le mantšo mongwe a kgona go phuthega ke re sex ba kgona gore morogo
mara sex ke sex
but then mara o kgona gore motho a re morogo ga re morogo
ge e bolelwa ka spade
but
ge e bolelwa ka English
ke re ape go na le ngwana o tswa segagapeng le o tswa Sheshego le wa o tswa Flora Park le wa o tswa o la ka sekolong ba ruta ka sekgowa kore wa bona le bana ba geno ba o mongwe ka sekgowa o mongwe a blood river o ta tsebala ka sekgowa wa bona bjalo e ba o di re accommodate o la ka morogo o la ya no ba sex ke sex a go ne ka mokgo sekgowa se ka ibitsang ka bona. But anyway,
would you say that is regulating comedy or controlling comedy or policing comedians on what they should say and how they should say it instead of saying it the way they feel and think, or it could be funny if it's said like this, because words are important, I think, when it comes to comedy. So what would you say? Is it regulating it or there are obviously rules that you need to apply as a comedian? It's not just J.
You said regulating and then you also mentioned controlling. I do not even want to use any of those words.
Sure.
I give one problem of it. If it's regulating or if it's controlling. Remember I told you already stage diafapa.
Sure.
So cat club geeky sometimes you can say anything. I mean, people are there, get grown ups. There's an age restriction. I don't know. And if I want to go to bana ba barwana yena bile bya nyaka eng mokhekulu wa modimo bya nyaka or mogala bo thoko fetšu no re ngore go nyaka moswa was the mara if you nyaka moswa tse bore baswa ba biva this way,
right?
So but then when I stage tše dingwe tše leng gore if it's regulations it's fine, but then you should wena ka bona tshwantse no tseba re mara stage se so sena le magome. This is a theatre gig. The reason why sometimes when we being called to MC weddings, as a comedian, I can MC a wedding, but I know what to say, what not to say at a wedding. Because na peka if ka idea comedy show ka thoma rwana o kra video ke misleader le monyadi ba ka ba tlhala na kana mola
Ka baka la joke, yeah.
We don't want that.
So we're still on dying on stage and performing at different stages, right?
Yeah.
We have seen an evolution of social media comedians, people who perform and make jokes and comedic acts on social media. When their brands grow and their following grows, there are people who encourage them, or they feel confident that, you know what, maybe it's time I take this thing to a real stage and perform in front of a real live audience. I have my own experiences about that, and I will share later after you tell me what do you think about that, and what has been your experiences, and how do you feel about it? What have you seen? What have you witnessed?
What's ba o ka reng ke botse ba re putshwe be ke fella pelo bang ka roka o ka re botse ba re putshwe ke a iduma.
Yeah.
Batho modimo ntlo la ke bile tsinga rena go ngo dutse ka fa sa mothara o tshegisha ba go tswa wa bona o ka re o tare o tshegisha staging a suru everybody taidi ntlo e tswana le bongakanyana e na le kholi. We get to have such people ba ba dirang di jokes on TikTok and go pole something video la ga idea mo TikTok o e recordile I delete I re-recorder I delete until I get it right.
Yeah.
Staging your life ke bone ba baka ba ikwa big names TikTokers big three. I shared a stage with them.
Yeah.
Ke bone ba ikwa e kere ba ikwa ba tshwa modimo ba skana kana gore e kere motho a khwana pile go DPT funeral e shitse mmuluki. No not that way. Death ya staging raro abulela go sna ntwa e bolela.
Yeah.
Because on stage you are live, you have to be prepared for life. You sing for life, you have pay. Like you have, for live performance, you have to be prepared that much. So at TikTok, you might just record, delete. You record outside. Sasa watswa we go green inspiration. Why record ya pala? Why I want Friday? Or I want Sunday? Why record? Why get right? Why post that say? On stage you are live. People are looking at you like, come, it's our watch. And then we fit a stage. But there are those by long bajwa. Nga ubuchaga majoma. Majoma ne na nele TikTok.
Yeah.
But now I can. I'm not a comedian teacher or teacher comedians. But I see what I see. Okay, sure. Leba fana banyana babatlang bagam butcher Hortman. How do I get into comedy? Ngaba bunch. Le na majoma there are certain things chike bunch chem fana. This is rokobola mulum. What's the bale? No, what's the one picture Hortman arbonchane man. One ntungu ke ibone. Or mo diele. Gemujar plus ke kule mamang are good. Kam khonu. Ke motho mo ke bona ka re bentšintša na le yona ntwe ya stage. Just that yena o ithomile ka TikTok. Mara botsebotse bentšintše staging a le gona botsebotse ke mo lebeletse staging o gona he can produce a lot better than a lot of these TikTokers. Ka re ba fita staging ba khwa because their content is only for record and delete.
For digital.
Digital. E ke re ke lebella majomane ke bona a bit far from them.
Yeah.
Ntrebe ntshile calling your stage yona be ntshile gona mara I thoma ka television I thoma ka TikTok I thoma ka but then otherwise ke mona staging is good and he's also becoming ibile ganyo transform it to a lot go re ke a bona
he has
TikTok
developed
a kudumo yona a lot ka
because he can host shows.
He does but he hosted me Komukopane, I think the beginning of the year, or was it December? Beginning of the year or December, I don't remember. No, beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Because Kena Willar Chonengu, and he paid me.
Yeah.
Yagavaram Fanakarum Patala get Chonne, so but was not still January when I would Patalan Namfana.
Sure.
And I got net am from Fanamrima, and Patala Hurtmanar, Sheba Truga January, Rabat Serishana Mukopan.
Right. So there are also those that who host, those who portray characters. And I think it's difficult for them now to transform to go and perform live because asibona the character jailer. You understand? Honale, there's a character ya Sis Maria. He's a TikToker, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Big,
I saw.
The one who applies calamine and all.
Okay, well.
And there are others who apply filters. More TikTok or more social media.
Yeah.
So one gets to wonder, or when you are invited to come and perform, what then happens when you are supposed to portray that character on stage?
The reason why such people, now when I get to a comedy show, if I'm booked, if it's not my show, this one is mine. I choose what I do on the lineup.
Yeah.
But when I get to be booked, a comedy show, there's such a person on the lineup. Sometimes can I perform first?
Yeah.
Because Baba is the killer of stand-up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
We're just giving relevant examples.
Exactly. Baba is the killer of the shows. Their performances I perform after Kimunada, so after Kimunada or before Kimunada, even Keten Riza Kimunada, because that is not stand-up comedy. Guys should understand what stand-up comedy is.
That's why I want to ask you, is there a difference between just being a gimmick, a clown, and a comedian?
A lot, a huge difference. And being a comedian, it's another differences.
How so?
You can be a comedian, or you are just an actor.
Yeah, okay.
On television, you are a comedian.
Yeah.
You can be a comedian, stand-up comedian. Yeah, you can be a comedian, a TikToker. All of us are comedians, but
we must know.
But then we must differentiate. Or when I stand-up comedy, we must respect the fact that
as
long as we teacher maths, we teacher English, we teacher Spanish, we teacher geography, because all geography has maths, maths.
Yeah.
All maths has geography. But together, okay. When are you belong at Lasanya geography, maths? So sometimes about TikTok, as the promoters.
Oh.
The promoters didn't go catch up like and they get disappointed. For example, let's say you feel to 1 rand or at or wherever you are hosting your show, ubidije such a person, feel that much money, rant at disappointed because but I told Mona on their phones, after the same thing idea phone, and now it's not relevant anymore because now we just staging. I khatisha staging because mo phone up o ka lebella re ba bona o toga mo. Ba jole go staging re mona a feleletse ana ma o tloa be a buang a kwa tsebana o kobega buang kwa tsebe. Mara that's what we see on stage. Na ke butcher
and comfort space ya gare. Comfort space ya gare.
Probably shoot a lot ya bedroom.
Yeah.
Like a music producer, one in the studio, you are producer. We don't see them. But then there's a music producer, there's an artist when we produce the beat, I perform. The producer is behind.
Yeah, that's why there's also a performing artist. You have to learn the trade of being a performer on stage.
Thank you.
You can record good music, but when you are supposed to perform it, you don't give the same delivery.
Thank you. They are teachings. The ropes of this world. On stage, this is what you do. But the TikTok, stand up.
Yeah.
They become arrogant. Like already popular.
Yeah.
Popular. Then feature as a celebrity.
So does that affect, because we're talking about fourth industrial revolution and we're talking about the internet and live shows, does that affect your live shows when you're hosting live shows? Or people see this guy as a comedian because they don't know the difference. Okay. And you don't have those people on your lineup, right, who are famous and popular, and people decide, we're not coming because Rale is not on the lineup. It's a famous TikTok or social media comedian. Does that affect live shows?
It might.
Yeah.
For me, it has never happened. It might. But I've realized something. There are those that book those people just for appearance. people will tell you, I've got comedians by now, they host shows. But I would no, I'm booking this person, I'm going to pay this person. Just because people are going to come through for that person. Mara ke a tseba staging, I want to try to eat mara ke no bukela ke don't. Please just don't. I mean, you're killing your brand already because you are going to disappoint those people. Next time you're not gaining trust.
Yeah,
you're not gaining their trust. I mean, they expect you to bring the reason of this lineup. The reason I get this lineup. There's no TikTok here. There's no.
Yeah.
But if I get disappointed, tickets do not sell that much. It's fine. People do not want to see stand-up comedy. I will understand that, but
right.
Yeah, I know. This is the third one. I know that they trust me. They know comedians.
Right. So comedy, like not even comedy in Limpopo and Polokwane. How do people appreciate it? Do they come to shows? And especially not only the shows, because these ones you like promote them. So promotion and marketing and advertising the show might work to attract people. So on a regular basis where you're hosting weekly shows, do you find people coming and appreciating and really, really coming for comedy shows, especially at clubs?
A lot, bro.
Yeah.
A lot, I promise you a lot. Like there are people who comedy is nyaope for them. They become so attached to you. Next week, like
yeah.
Do you know that sometimes I used to do the shows go Begersford every Thursday. There were times when I didn't drive my car. There are just people who next week where Begersford, next week where Begersford. Can I go with you? Okay, it's fine, Mara. This is how we're going to travel. No, we can use my car.
Yeah.
3 weeks to Begersford.
Yeah.
Because people want to go with me. No, it's fine. Let's go. And then no, it's fine. Now, as an artist already, this is what we can do, or we'll share whatever. Let's go. We go. There are people who think, or people who feel, or these guys are entertaining us. They still appreciate us. They still follow us. You might not see them, but what's about like at the club gigs especially. Well, they are not ticket sales that you can see or the show is sold out or not.
Yeah.
Show you show it from 8, 8:05. And wakra ilo revile o 30 ka montle batho ba imetse o no kwa motho a tshwere microphone ba flokele inside ka montle o no bona dikolinyana tse few gantse batho ba ka montle maybe ibile mampa ibile nkwa reng ke ba lebelela this podcast this episode ba gore ba togole o yemante ba ta ba tshwariwa di public drinking ba palla go tsena ka gare ba no tsena ka gare ba settle ge ba tsene ka gare ibile ba re fa le courage ya o thoma show ka pele short sometimes it's from later because of such people. Mara, it's topic for another day.
You know, like people are proud to say, I'm the first one at home to be a comedian, to be an engineer, to go to school, to buy a car. I'm the first one to do this and that and that and that and that. So one gets to wonder, in your family, have you taken from someone or this thing, yabu comedian?
When I go to later way ya follow up on the question. I don't want to be specific.
Yeah.
Being a stand-up comedian or just a comedian.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
direct your question. Me? Yes, I'm asking you like being the first to be a comedian.
Yeah.
A stand-up comedian or just a comedian.
Okay. Let me put it like this. In your family, was there anyone who was funny? And when people talk about the reason why you are where you are today, and they're like, oh, tonale malomi mama, or tonale papa, or something like that.
Just something. My dad is a quiet person.
Yeah.
Very quiet. Mara, like I remember this other day. Kisaola, when osana di phone jaga montlo. Phone ja mulbotu, nkore ba montile mulbotu. Phone ja telecom ja. Ya ringa. papa e be motho mongwe ba sa phone ya ka ntlong be ba sa yarabe ai ta ga ai fo ba nyaka lena na phone ya ka motho a nke nyaka ka dila papa ba yaraba a ke show motho la a founang I couldn't hear what that person was saying, but I could hear my father responding.
Yeah.
Khane motho la ke nagana re bya botsisha hore ke bola le ma papa ba rena o nyaka ma a bola le bitso le ditse papa ra wa siena a siena motho la fo jo hore ke mangara a kere o rile o nyaka motho moso bela siena motho wa modimo a sena yena
phone ke no morero
ke no morero motho la no keep on insisting gore wena ke bola le ma papa a sena motho o monyaka gore a gona go share mogala bo ne di antshara o ne di antsa go there's this element in a comedian in his mind somehow ke gona mo kwa sometimes ga bollo gore o tla mo kwa le setshego sa ga ka bola something ke a kwa ai man this but then in our family or in my family I think my mom is
the funniest.
Yeah, my mother is.
Yeah.
Only I can't lose what you will like.
Yeah.
Yo. Could like what's up? I could have already. I got no chicken. I'm funny name when I was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not great. What great it's like one.
Sure.
Yeah. I think my mom is the funniest.
So you'd say you take from your mother?
I might not know. I might not remember. Ragolo ba rena ba thokofetse ragolo site nya mama ragolo ka site nya papa yena ke a motseba ragolo site ya oledi we didn't meet mara go kwaka le yena ke kwaka bo mma ke jumpile gore le yena o funny yana mane ya ka o latela bo mma le yena funny. This thing might just come from
okay
there.
So let's say scenario, you are gathered around a family table dinner. Who cracks jokes a lot besides you, right? The one who will be just entertaining you and talking and making jokes.
Boshayidi ke bo botle fela ka question ya gago. Family dina ena sangara go la re duji tafoleng dina ingana mara it's fine ke a go share yela ka re no re gana mo re dutse mo di ma di crate.
Yeah, okay, ka fa
zamthara yes family. Like I said, my mom is, and I've also realized it's not only me. My little brother, one latela, Malgut, Jasmine is also funny. He's just not ready for comedy. Or he's funny. He's a funny man. We are four at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Zbu is very. He's very quiet. It's me. I'm the firstborn.
Yeah.
And then Malgut, Jasmine. Jumpy. Una lo panchanya. Una lo nurai. Atwe powder.
Yeah.
And then Subutsi is very quiet. And there's this one, the last born.
Yeah.
Now quiet nyana dark.
Yeah, dark.
Not DJ dark.
The
producer of the DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my little brother. He the youngest.
And a lot of people don't know that, that Dark is your younger brother.
Oh, no, yeah, because look at Dark somewhere. If it's somewhere,
yeah. So generally, we might conclude only the entertainer.
The two of us.
Just
another
the two,
dark.
yeah, another dark.
Another dark about like no. Parents are bunch.
Yeah.
Well, about funny, gonna go. Yeah, not funny.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah. Well, another dark. We are entertainers. Baba baby, we academics.
Yeah.
The one on Natalang is an architect, constructor, and the second one. Yeah, but he's not. He's more like a smart guy.
Yeah.
But starter was as well about starting a guy.
Right. So talking about academics of your siblings, we're not in guys school like uteni guy school specific. From primary high school.
Primary CM Slapelo Sheshego. Yo.
So Sheshego from day one.
And I'm the first comedian to rise from Sheshego.
Right?
Yeah, I'm the first comedian. So far as Sheshego comedians, we are two. Yeah, I'm the first.
Yeah.
I'm the first comedian to ever come out of Sheshego.
Who's the second?
Tsepsmo.
Tsepsmo. Oh,
yes. You know him, Tsepsmo.
Yes. I saw.
We are the only two stand-up comedians to come out of Sheshego. So far. We are not saying there won't be any, but so far, we are the only two
Yeah.
to come out of Sheshego.
Tsepsmo is the Majaivan, the one.
The
who likes
Majaivan,
to-
yeah.
the one who likes to.
There are boys who tried to come out. Sebs more than I try to introduce our teacher, but then I get to a village guy.
Yeah.
Somehow one jig along the way, bakuta. Maybe I feel like some of us come if it staging lama tomo kahwa staging. Ka feel or I give up. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what they did, but don't give up. Don't give up on these boys. I didn't give up on you.
Yeah.
Don't give up on them. So the more the merrier. What's our comedians? Come the Limpopians. Come the comedians. It's more fun. Arsenal pressure or comedy comedy Cape Town, comedy Joseph. No, we have comedians around Limpopo, a lot of them.
I need something to drink. You brought your own water there, a branded water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have.
Yeah. Let me have that.
Yeah, DPT funeral, bruh.
DPT funeral, and DPT funeral is one of your sponsors for your.
Not one.
Yeah.
The biggest sponsor of the show.
All right. Yes.
The biggest sponsor of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, let me drink this water, and then we'll talk about the other sponsors. Okay, and we're back, and we had to also take a smoke break. Eh?
Yeah. It goes some.
Yeah. So we spoke about DPT
Funerals.
as one of the biggest sponsors, as the main sponsor, right? Who are some of the sponsors for the Clar Comedy Show?
We have DPT, the biggest sponsor that we have Kotlar Comedy Festival right now, okay? And then Rale Galar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Bandriji Masugis Shona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, Bandriji Masugis. I would love to
They're
get
very nice, eh?
support. Yeah, Afapa on a plane.
So
and then
then
they're
nkare
definitely moved.
bandrele a Jack Rams. Bakandirela.
Yeah, ba ka o dire.
Oh, ke re
Ba ka o
kgantse ba
direla
diretswe yona fela.
No, ba dirile nna ke ete.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very, and the quality is great, eh?
Very. Ke apere.
Oh, okay,
Ke
yeah.
apere, yeah. Yeah, apere. O ka support le nna wa reka.
Ke bokae?
100 rand.
Yeah,
A
okay.
pair, yeah. 100 rand a pair. But that does not mean go Socks Gallery masokisi a bona ka moka ke 100 rand. No.
Oh.
Only this once ke 100 rand.
Sure.
O kgona o kry di happy socks ka kwa tja bo ma 60 rand, 70 rand. They differ.
Okay.
So dinale some kind of a sentimental value.
Yeah.
When you buy them go di apara le wena o rata fase wa kgona go gore o rata joke number 1 or joke ka mo ke joke number 1 or ka mo ke joke number 2.
Yeah. Right. So there's also, is it what is that?
That is the chilies, bro.
Chilies, yeah, bring it here.
Baba,
Let's see.
ya baba.
Claria Baba.
Yeah. Re ke ba bontshe.
Yeah.
This is my wife's product.
Your wife's product.
Yeah, Leona
Hey.
is sponsor of the show. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My wife decided to sponsor us as well.
Una le zaga mus.
Not really. Saka. So le nna ke na le tsogo.
Oh, na le tsogo
Na
no
le tsogo.
dirileng o edileng.
Ke o botsa ke edileng a pele go re go fa di ingredients.
Yeah, but ke
Le
Clar ya Baba.
Clare ya baba chilies.
Chilies.
Yeah.
So when you
I think
want,
people buy it.
Yeah.
It has been here for quite some time.
for quite some time. So it means you're making money.
Established ka 2019.
It means you're gonna le zaga mus mo.
Re ka re gona le zaka. Na pile ke tswa mo ta kwa ra mala jura ra ntlabe ka 100 rand.
Hey.
But it's not in my account again.
Yeah, okay.
Ba ta gopela Mama Lachi. Yeah, there's something that I like about this woman that I got married to.
Yeah.
She's one of the sponsors of the show. Even though we had this brand on the posters.
Yeah.
Motho na direla poster gona le tše a no ba di lebetše
Yeah.
ke motho le ena o tshwana le bana ba bangwe
Sure.
tše dingwe o ka no re go mo romela se a lebala go bea sera mara ka re poster se tšetšwele
Yeah.
it's fine.
But it's proper, it's professional, eh?
Very
Yeah, it's a very nice design.
very. This is actually a very big show ge ba ka lebelela
Yeah.
batho. We also have Tabang cars.
Okay.
Tabang cars for you pitched in. They only pitched in. What's the day today? Tuesday today.
Yeah, ke Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ke di 5.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
That's when we had our first meeting. Le bona ke kgale ntse re
Yeah.
But then yesterday, Monday, that's when they decided we are coming in. So they came in, like a show, but there will be cars there branded. Some people sometimes ukora ba duma reka dikoloi, and then the bank a di ba approve, ukora motho a re ke nyakela polo, ke nyakela polo nyana, ke nyakela inyana, and then you don't get it, the bank a di go tshwenye. They can help you, ba khona go thusha, bank e go approve, ba khona bontsha di banka mabaka or no man. Motho ntho ya ka ya afford, it's just that u bile le hiccup mo le mo.
Yeah, and especially when you are a student, ne? Yeah. You open these clothing accounts and then you can't afford to pay them, and hey, a lot of people were blacklisted during a time when like retail stores went to universities and encouraged these students to open clothing accounts.
And I remember in 1995 I was doing grade form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I just turned 45 last week Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, I turned 45 Saturday. My twins.
Oh.
Yeah.
You share the same birthday?
Yes.
Yeah.
And even it's our wedding anniversary.
Or you got
we
married?
got married. Birthday.
How did you meet your wife, man?
Birthday.
Was it at a comedy show?
No.
Yeah, where?
Wait. Jumper msalu bede yaga ka diti so ka mofiri ka yona ntwi kuri ka mochaya ka wa itse ntwile matseno tsena motho ka o dieng this year ka bede yaga.
Okay.
Arash and what's like na di plan plus wa ba sa di ba jwang.
Yeah.
What's like na di plans. No, I've decided to do this. Ke na bede yaga ke spend so ke no be shana ma ke well o ka ro ka invite no ke go invite obviously bile aku invite let's arno idea mara be na bentja bona mara mpia nyaka
yeah
mpi botse ya mfireka style mara ke nagana le yena o be ntja khatlhegi mara wa ikwa voice
o khatlile ke
wa ikwa voice mara
nna ke ya ikwa
no besides the voice mara le nna ntebele. You
have a very powerful, dense, like charming voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ke gopola go le mogala bo mongwe wa leburu or ska re maburu ne an Afrikaner. When I still worked for a travel agency, we did not have walk-in clients. Ne go sa dumelle gore di clients di tle ka di office njana because we were based back office. Ne go sa gone gore client itle impone ka office. We printed their flight tickets dingi and then ba di kira reception a fed. So that old man decided aduma go mpona. The service ke mo feeling on is so good over the years. Ne ke mo thusha ka lo tshintshi ba ya di kai ba travel ba ya di kai ke mo thusha. So ja tla no feel or no man. Khopela o lata di ticket go office. Ngaro no you can come. Ka di bia go reception. Wa fita go reception or no gape o kra msadi mo mola or ke no ngwanyana o mongwe ka re we were young then I'm mujora one up and I was not expecting you because duma wona Mr. Malatji be na mfandi tickets jaka ka letsola so ke tswela this court nyana because to ke ba motho skinny are mona voice ya wa masia ga
a itmo
mo swena motho ke bela lena phone nga swena
yeah
o la ikwa ke fela khona kwa ra man ke no ke voice ya ke tadi bonga that is why I can MC the wedding city nyana voice ya ke ina le command nyana so
yeah ne
so work itshire guy because ai papa ba bolelo so ma ba bolelo so o ka I'm the only one ka ka voice nyana e hard nyana.
All right, now you know why I'm asking you when and how did you meet your wife?
Question follow up. It's fine. Go on.
Right. So I want to find out because you said you went through a difficult time when you lost your job.
Yeah.
Was she there when you went through those times?
She has always been there, bruh. Like I'm saying, my wife supports my hustle. Who does not have history?
Yeah.
The nangile ka jola. motho o na le X o na le X.
Sure.
Yeah. But when we met, re krile le motho mongwe le ntho ya hore re ma Pisces and we are ma twins. Ke ska re o ka re ma twins vele. I mean, we were both born on the 24th of February 1979. Mara bo mama mbudjo ke mo feta ena ke mo feta di hour because uma ba re le ke nna wa makora past 12 ya bosigo. Yena go re go bo 8 ya fruwa. Mona ke mo feta ka di hour.
So you don't only share a birthday, you also share years.
Yes.
Or 1979.
Yes, she's 1979, I'm 1979. We were born on the same date of the same month of the same year, bro. What Allah respectela begil.
Jevana.
Ba bona post la Facebook ya motho a dia joke mo Facebook re go hopotse bana ba lentse ke bele go le bona e relege blind. Oh no lo ga relege sam ga spetela. Ke na re thagana spetela nne.
Right?
Re thagana spetela ra se bona nna go ela because be story ba ngivi. Be story ba re manga ka fira
Yeah. So how long have you been married to her?
We are 8 years now.
8 years. Le Georgie, how many years?
I kena ka ngopotsa basadi mona ba tseba everything basadi ebile ka go botsa le gore tšatši le ke mo fira be ke apereng
Ne?
ka mosadi ka go botsa.
What was so special about her that you decided, I'm going to marry this one?
The support that I got from her,
Yeah.
especially dilo tše ile gore ke di bone mo phelong tše dintšhi tše leng gore like wa bona bagotsi sometimes, I'm not saying all of them, mara gona le bagotsi ba bangwe ba tsare mosadi sometimes so important in a man's life. Gona le mogotsi o mongwe a se gore wa go rata o go šomiša for certain things, and then when your girlfriend or your wife says tlhokomela mola, she's not a control freak, she doesn't control me, she just advises, baby mola ke bone ntlo ngwe e tsamaya botse go gopela o check and wa tseba le nna ke motho mongwe le nganganyana ke fetse ke ra wena o ska kra o le delusional, o ska kra o bona dilo ka mogho mongwe or wa kra o tlhoya batho ke. I'm a positive person, ke rata positivity first. O ka ngata ke nagana re ngatile ka phosho, so ke go tshwarela before go butša re wa ngata. So ge o ka re mo nna wa re sorry ke apology fedi.
Yeah.
But then o ka ra go gata we mang, then that's when I realized ora woman o ngatile ka bo. So le ena ke nagana re some of those things o di learn from me, and then ka gona bona re motho she's willing to change for me. So le nna I'm willing to change for yena. So yeah,
That was the moment you decided this is the one.
Yeah, I remember batho ba ya ba le mo gore marriage you decide ke monna. Between a man and a woman,
Yeah.
marriage botse monna ke na decide gore mo ke
I agree.
I mean, ha ona mosadi a nyalang monna. Unless go ena le banna ba ene gore ba tšheletswe nyana no nyala ka
Yes.
ka baka la gore ke tareng. Mara for now, it's not that, bro.
Yeah, because you are the one who has to make that decision, and you are the one who has to live with that decision.
You are the one who has to even pay lobola.
Yes.
You are the one who has to right.
So because you are the same age, what do you believe about this thing, especially in a relationship? And monna o santse ra kry mosadinyana wa o monnyaninyana, so
yo yona ke nnete mara ge o ka re wa e lebelela le yona o ka e change.
Yeah.
Nagana o nyetse ngwana monnyane a o botsa gore mamta o e fere ngwana o botsa ra o e fere o nka mpone ke botsa ke thaka e daka gore mamta o e fere papa.
Yeah.
Ke bone ntho nngwe ya I'm sorry to mention dine o ranaka are banna ba gore bona ba nyaka peace. They just want somebody to control. Who does not control anyone?
But
because they're never said about control.
Serious.
Ke gopela re ska isha kudu gana mo mara ke no raunur go rwa lebelela basadi ba ene gore ke bone I posted something on Facebook after seeing what she did. Answering Mashabela back.
Yeah. And Mashabela that time is a married man.
Yes, and go rwa opola.
Yeah.
Now Mashabela ke mogotsaka. I did call him ka motse mogotse Rale Malatji, put something. That is Dino's show.
Yeah. And he kept quiet.
This, I delete on the podcast. I delete.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying Mashabela says that, but
no, but we could see he kept
line
quiet.
With that. He kept quiet. But what Mashabela was saying,
yeah.
a man needs peace once you decide to marry someone, you want somebody who will give you peace. But she felt or are no le nyaka motho le ka mo control. Le bona basadi ba re control. Like now I'm not shy to
and
say
basadi ba na le power man.
Yeah, too much. And bona now I'm very proud to say msadi ka wa control.
Yeah.
Because gona go ngwa mpontsha bro go away. Ba bua and sometimes control ya ona staba ya control ya ona o control just for control wa go fefusha wa go bontsha re ska ya go mo ga tsa go tla go bala mo.
Yeah.
That's the control. Le nna bona le go ya mo tshekara mola wa ka o sky. So re a controller. So she wants peace, I want peace. So dinewe na we bona ka mogomong, it's fine, we understand. And women who support her decisions or her thoughts, the reason why they are or they are not in marriage or they will never get into marriage because they don't understand the aspects of marriage. Ara go go share mo marriaging ra bontshana.
Yeah, I think
Ara
also-
controlana ra bontshana. Ge ba shela ba monna re ke nyaka peace o ra gore a re bontshane botse.
Yeah,
A se gore peace e ra gore ke a go control. Ke a re bontshane botse. Ke ka mo gonna ke feeling but if ever gore ke offend anyone I'm sorry. But
No, you don't really have to apologize for your thoughts and your beliefs, man. And because that's why you survived this long, and that's why you are in marriage for this long, right? And,
Maybe.
And we would like to believe that your wife is happy with you, and you've been happy since the day you started dating and getting married. Because
we have been tested.
Yeah, but yes, certain things do not apply in every situation because relationships are unique. You are dealing with a different personality and character.
Exactly.
So even when you are dealing with issues and you have problems and challenges, you know how to deal le motho wa gago. Or specifically motho wa gago.
Because you don't have to deal with the whole world. A situation in marriage it's your own vicinity because remember it's just the two of you in your own vicinity.
Exactly. So we should not take other people's beliefs and ideas about certain things and think that they apply to us. You understand? They might apply to her, and that's what she believes, and that's what she thinks, and that's what works for her. And that is fine. That is okay, right? But it's not about her anyway. It's about you.
Yeah.
Right? So, how many kids do you have?
We've got 4.
4.
Yes.
Abafitana ka mengwaga e mekae?
Ba fetafetana because go na le go ngwe go ba le gap nyana gore o a mafelo
Yeah.
ba mo fetanyana ba le ba raro ba bagolo ba mo fetanyana but it's not a train smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the reason the reason I'm asking you, I want to find out, before you came here, you said you were going to pick up your other kid. Which one? Ke number mang?
Get the last born.
Ke last born.
Yeah, ke na dula le rena.
Oh, okay.
Because ba le ba banga kere o ngwanyana o sgela
Yeah.
go univen o wa jita na tlile mabane o vaile this
Yeah.
morning wa spana go zaneni. Bile ke skare wa spana o ke spana ke na ntlo e nyantse ka.
Okay.
Le mo go ile ka ga e botse ntlo ngwe ra kitie ke kula tšampo tša re papa ke nyako reka vene gore mfano nyo go nrekela vene pele
Khana.
e bona mfano nyo go nrekela vene pele
Is there a problem with that?
no ke no ra mara mfano nyo go nrekela vene pele
Mara monna ke vene.
ya mara na sto ke reka vene na re sa kitima ka di sedan le di hatchback.
You know what you must do? Mole sa reke vene ne. O to irile o itse.
Wena go na le ntlo ngwa se o e jamme a ke mo ganetse a reka vene
Yeah.
ke a duma e reke
Yeah. Marai.
ke fela pelo a re bile o e reka neng fela pelo a re o e reka neng mfano naka
Yeah.
gore le ba bangwe a kore what's in life it's not really a competition but ge e le gore go na le motho mongwe a re ntang a ra bona le nna ke be proud gore bona mfana ka o die
So, but, amen.
and he'll be one of the teams team ya rena ya Clar Comedy.
Yeah.
He's there o tla bantša le gona especially logistics security
Yeah.
Deputy Funerals does that security brought in but mfanaka at least he's so powerful ya mo tseba monagano wa
Yeah, but-
o kgona nthusha papa let's
Yeah.
I'll try this mola nka tlhokomela mola nka dira so that's good.
So you mentioned your children and what they do and what they have achieved, right? And that essentially means that you've been supporting them, you've been funding their dreams or financing their dreams, right? But I want us to go back to when you lost your job and you did you get straight into comedy and become an entertainer and it becomes your full-time job, or did you start other businesses or found another job that would sustain and maintain you and your family?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried. I remember bare a gone monna wa uwa monna wa kotama so nanga ibija go kotama well I get nangana ba ile get stressed at the time the income is not as what I had been looking for but go tlono ba le letseno nyana o bopole gore wa tsare monna o ka gola 5 rand ya fela 5 rand ela ya ba gore mara letseno la 5 rand a le sego wa rekisha matopisi ya ba ranta ya tsena it's better than nothing.
So which business did you get into, or which other job did you get into immediately after you've lost that job?
I worked for another travel agency where I could Dazzle Travel. There's 2 ladies. And then I did not work for 8 months is a lot. While I was there, I remember what's that a perform the boss check up the comedy shows. But then what we feel okay, or Thursday 1 your comedy.
So you want to tell me that you have made more money in comedy than when you were employed?
I did. What's that the first ever paying gig is through Mashabela.
When was this?
That is 2015. 2015.
Yeah.
Comedy under the Sa.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm Baradamanu Rumiji's Zaga on a Tuesday. The show was on a Valentine's Day, and that year Valentine's Day we got on Saturday.
Sure.
Then in Kempton Park. Ka Monday I came back home. I spent the weekend Pretoria Groba go fleeting yam fana kayana dark. Then Monday morning I had to submit something go Department of Education. I submit something register the company tenderanyana liga via catering then Monday morning I come back, Tuesday morning Zagaya clock. Kemashabe. Urumeje buko. Wednesday utloka ingwa ngapa. Ke mo phone le broro. O ga re dirile mistake. Really batela other artists. O ga re na le dirile twice. Seng gore ke ya o mongwe no, that's yours.
Really?
That's what you deserve. Like he made the payment. Yeah.
Twice?
Double, yeah.
And you called to confirm?
To
check?
Yeah. Ke tshogela gore ge nka ija ba phone ba re ishimona re dile mistake.
Yo. How much was it, man? Ka 2015, man, it doesn't matter that much now.
30,000.
30,000. Because ke bona re a bosa nya go mpocha.
Gore ga ipuša comedy patela so. Because what's in 14?
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
Banna gane di manona ga nenga. No, you deserve it because ke betile le no mpuri ja re barapo betile standing ovation.
Really?
Ke betile standing ovation.
So that was a bonus.
It was a bonus. Mashabela re mona betile standing ovation. Betile standing ovation. That was proper, bra. Like standing ovation. And imagine ke motho mo nna ke ra inoela mabyala. So ke fitla ebile nna njaga bro o tla mo kae because ke fitlile comedy show yela it thoma mosagare during the day around 2:00. That's when the first artist must be on stage.
Sure.
So I'm phonela, he wanted me to perform kabo 4.
Yeah.
Ke fitlile ka nako by the way, but nna mfuna ke le motsele ke tsenetse Pretoria ka lata ke Thabang ER because we were on the same lineup.
Sure.
Ke mo gopetse bra I'm coming by public transport ke gopela gore ke fitla pleke so pick up re together.
Sure.
I was not even aware how much I was gonna get paid. I couldn't even well by then I did not.
How
code. No.
Hey,
that was a friendly booking.
Really?
That was a friendly booking. Can you come to shop? I did not even ask. No.
Hey.
Oh, we don't know. When show when we do that.
Yeah.
We don't ask each other how much we're gonna get. We know if the show works, you're gonna get it.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, unusual more comedy festival. If I make this much, comedy net program bonus.
Yeah. So, but when you don't sound like you come from like the struggling, poor family.
Hey, I'm not. Nah, I am not. I'm not like any other artist that are hey, no.
What is sharp?
Shop.
Yeah, maro what is
Batswadi ba ka ba
sharp?
struggle
Yeah.
go ngodisha, ba struggle gore godisha, but not that bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
What type of jobs did they do?
My
Timer
mother,
already, yeah.
goodness.
Okay.
She's retired now. And the time I got retired, accounting.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I can't really ask him who's accountant or
Oh yeah. You get the financing account.
But finance, he used to own a hotel go zone 1.
Okay. Hotel.
Yeah, hotel
No,
ya
no,
zone
hotel.
1 la we are going slugging and that hotel it used to be my father's.
Really?
Yeah.
It used to be a hotel, Koslare.
Yeah, I was once that boy or because ke a tseba go panimo.
Never was our plane.
Sheshego
Hotel.
Yes. He di go le tswalelwa na
Yeah.
it's na pex. Ne ke tseba di go le tswalelwa na social life next na yo.
I mean, a Pexi business school at that time.
Well, Belgians, my brother, my father.
Yeah.
No my father were my Belgians.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but a very great school, bro. Last week we went there, DPT funerals. We gave out a lot. Yeah, school shoes. Yeah, we did.
So
That's why DPT get campus.
ne. So the school sejwa. Not a school sejwa. Ke dikolo di tswalela.
Because ke boarding school. Ele go le tswalla re ya gae. Nna ke a tseba.
Wa paneng.
Yeah, ke reverse trailer ra ke salam fa.
Ne?
Yeah, trailer ra ya rola di drinks di beer di nyana ke reverse ke salam fa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ne ke tseba time ka nampo jar bro. Wa bona o first ball. Come help me.
So you got a lot of punishment and
It was not a punishment.
lot of lessons.
It was not a punishment,
Yeah.
but if it was a punishment, ngebe ke semo ke lengo.
No, not punishment in terms of like like
Oh,
when
yeah.
parents
Oh, la ka bona ile punishment.
all firstborn, ne? When you are a firstborn, you
take care a lot.
You take care of a lot.
Ba di la ngwana dijo.
Ba
di la ngwana dijo.
And ga ba betha.
Ba betha wena pele wa mo lesa. Yeah, it happened. It happened. Yeah.
As a firstborn.
Ngwana o tshwere ke tala mo di le mae kwena gore
Yeah.
le ba yeng ba tsena ba re kwena o di ante ene o tsora ona ngwanyana ka gešo re majita re le 4 so ga di le bomma le papa ba lucky go ona ba grilling ba dinyana ba 4
Okay.
ba sadi ba rena
Right.
ka mokana rena we are married now so ora re batswadi ba le ba rena ba grille 4 girls now they are blessed.
Yeah,
Le
so-
ditlogolo.
Do you think like family background contributes in a lot in your upbringing and your environment as well? Because the way you put it and the way you sound, you sound like a lot of things you've learned from your mother and your father, the structure of your family, and also your siblings, and that's why they are so disciplined and successful in what they do. And like you're saying,
It does, but it does, and I do not want to sound like Baba Ungar bona blessed to fit but
no, it's your life. It's your life, yeah. If you feel like we are blessed, you are blessed.
I feel gore le ntho le life la engwa di wa Facebook ba re bana ba ganjele ka mkhoba phela nga ona ke a gona go bona gore why batswadi ba rena ntse ba le that strict. It helped gore ganyo le sometimes ke na lo lebella papa gore mara di mane botse ke a molebo ke a molebo ga bo strict ba ga gore like he channeled nda bana o dirile gore ke tshabe patse.
Yeah.
Ya o dirile gore ke tshabe pa gore ge re gola damane ga bolla ka patse gore ntse I repeat gore ga ka bolla ka patse gore wa bona motho wa patse
Yeah.
mara na gala rena
Yeah.
wa ntse wa patse ke ena mara o dirile gore ke sure mara this might not take me anywhere so
Yeah.
but let me lo go motšhaba wa tsara ke gopola when I went to tertiary first year ka ke tsena gana mo Polokwane second year ke ge ke o dula Hillbrow. I stayed in Hillbrow black ke dutse di flat but ke passitše
Yeah.
and alone there my father my mother a se batho ba le gore ntse ba tla flat ba tlo mvisit ba tla mpotšiša are you okay sharp ke na go tse cell phone ebile e gona e thoma go no ke na le mothorolo mo kaka o la wa bula.
You even had a phone, bruh.
I had a phone then, mothorolo o la wa bula ka so o la o le kana go nkusheng.
Yeah, because those were the phones then.
Yeah, ya o le kana sim card ka mo.
Yeah, and the SIM card was more expensive than the phone.
Ba fitha le leri la ngwana. Yeah, I had a phone.
Yeah,
ba khona mputisha mfana grand how sharp ke shorter this and this by romele zaka and so na kwela there were no notifications e ba rometse zaka uno ya we thola bangi e busy ja di charges.
Yeah,
na we thoka o sa e thoka o sa ikre ba take the charges mara finally ba I look at you I career. But I had always told myself I do not want to disappoint my parents.
No.
I want to make them proud. Late today I still do it. There are certain things that I do not do in life. I still live by that thing, or I do not want to disappoint my parents.
Marangara ba o khadile ka patse marangara o chabetse mo jwaleng.
Di biri le mosadi ka watse.
Yeah.
Ke fela ke mmotse ke re matjaka watsa go ka mputse question one or go ka le sa jwalo ta jaking. My answer would be ke ta jake bodudu. A ke ra bo mflopish.
Ne?
Yeah,
abasanga ba flow.
Ke teleja go na le nako ke fitla ke gore I'm drunk this way. Let me behave this way.
Right.
But there are certain people who will still judge you. It's fine, Mara. I won't act like you.
Abasanga ba affect any of your performances as a comedian?
Did properly. And I decided, no, not anymore. Staging, I have a limit.
Where was this? Where you decided,
that was me ropa jembe.
Yeah, it's because of alcohol.
It was because of alcohol.
Yeah.
Nagana ungwadile di jokes. After staging, the jokes sila kamukadi away. Di trailer kamutsebe ingadigo. Adigo kamutlo. That's when I thought to myself, no. Ora regia staging ya pale. Like a staging, that's when I can have some. Well, sometimes I do have some before, but I limit, or maybe 1 or 2 before I go on stage.
Was that one of your most embarrassing and disappointing moments in your career as a comedian?
I might not feel it that way.
Yeah.
Because people did not notice.
Okay.
Yeah, I should not embarrass myself like that. But and then next time do better, Mara. Stop at this.
Yeah. So when in the industry, have you ever been mistreated as a comedian? You get to a show, and you are even booked to come and perform, and when you get there, you are being mistreated for no particular reason, or maybe someone doesn't feel your energy or something like that. And even like people you respected and you thought or they will reciprocate the same energy and respect. You are mistreated and you are handled like you are not
part of the lineup or something.
Yeah, part of the lineup, or you are not Clark Comedy.
A lot, bro.
Like Majita, I've been in the industry.
A lot.
But why are you treating me like
happens.
this? Yeah.
It still happens. Now. It still happens. I went the last show that I went to, Comedian and the Sun, somebody told me,
yeah,
for open sport.
You were not getting paid for it?
No. Mashabela Borre. And Chapampiriso. Did you move it? Like they were mounted on the tables. One of the comedians, by after it,
sure,
already ba big. Are you not to Alimpopo? Would look for Mamo Josie. So on a lineup.
You sound
and I felt, oh wow.
Yeah.
I couldn't answer. But at least Mashabela answered for me. Oh,
this man is on the lineup.
Yeah, and I will fast.
You sound like, man, you have a lot of respect for Mashabela Galane. What is it that he has done for you? Or let me just start by saying, how did you meet with him? The first time?
Not this boy who stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
When you deserve to.
Come on, this boy.
Big C.
Yeah.
Nare micha big C. Kim khotsa mratho aka. mara thoka ke yana ka ngo botsa
Yeah,
ke big C
mara mtseba is big C.
na ke mmeja big C big ma bigs
Yeah.
ma bigs
No, he will recognize or you recognize it. Yes,
ke
big C.
sinema ke mashiane or I'll remember
Yeah. So I'll tlhakantshe na jwa.
an tlhakantshelena through phone calls tshwara number ya dimane mo tshware o dira di shows tse di so ka jajile le so
Yeah.
nako ile be ile gona e sa thoma ya jembe
Yes.
ape re be re tlwaetse comedy le Joseph e be ile gona e thoma ya jembe
Right.
at least ka ba one of the luckiest ka le nna ka gona o tsena ya ba re napile ke tse and he didn't give up Mashabela braga when you polish your jokes this way you come back when I came back ar fejar mo na rbo bona no
So he basically like mentored you somehow.
yeah and o pulo re le yana ke mo feta ka age
Yeah.
but I still respect the man Mashabela ke motho mo a fele pele
Ne?
a fele pelo dama a fele pelo kuru le nna ba bitsa ever smiling those kind of people what ever smiling yeah he is
Patient.
very patient
Yeah.
and humble ke bona ba ile ngore e ba ka re give a speech ka funeral ya o tare a ke tsebe ncaya ga wa bona lo yeah but asurana ncale yena o le yena o na le magomo o na le makwata ke motho o na le makwata nga feel ra one shade ke sure gona le community tshileng o tshile gore le yena ka feel gore o nga sa tswa ke mbukile o ntritile so it happens to anyone but then that's a humble man but
That's why you have so much respect for him.
I do have respect for that man.
So would you also say that somehow he impacted and changed your life in terms of your...
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. He was supposed to be on the same lineup. Unfortunately, on this date that I chose, he's got other
commitments.
Yeah. I think Bloemfontein, yeah.
Right. Hey, mate. You know, you and I, we can sit here the whole day and talk about a lot of things. But I really appreciate your time, man. I don't know if there are other things that you would like to talk about, and we can use the remaining time to talk about those things. But I feel like, you know, we've covered a lot of ground. We can have a part 2, but, you know, I really appreciate, and I've seen how you've been trying to push comedy in the province, and I really appreciated that, because I feel like comedy is not really appreciated as such in the province, especially in Limpopo. A lot of people go to shows outside the province, and you ask yourself why.
The reason, but I'm not going to be shy to say this.
Yeah.
This one I'm going to say, especially for the club gigs. The reason why we do our own shows, Buka Budi Jake Bottas Hall, Buka Budi auditoriums, it's because we are hated. Resident DJ. It's a big problem. A very big problem. Resident DJ, like the club gigs, like resident DJs. Like they wanna run all the shows. I've been to a lot of clubs still or the comedy go to or comedy fellowship stop is because of a resident DJ.
Not because of the manager or the owner
of the owner
of the establishment.
Wabana resident DJ. Resident DJ ganchi ba fellowship ba mo file matla o ka re ke manager bana. That is the problem. They want to own DJs, they want to own comedians. Ukwe resident DJ ra uska wara ka di comedians, ke ta ke bukela di comedians. Like you are a DJ, how do you book comedians? Ba file na
responsibility.
Let's talk about Sweet Pops.
Yeah.
Maybe Sweet Pops. Sweet Pops. Let me run your comedy Thursdays. I'll run comedy Thursdays.
Yeah.
But there will be a certain. I will not say mama.
Yeah.
And I for example, Sweet Pops.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Sweet Pops has that problem.
Yeah, like you stated in the beginning.
For example, resident DJs feel like they own industries. They would rather, and I think the reason why is because it's a matter of chilet. They believe or owner.
Okay.
Owner because resident DJ rana Mashabela mosenka ke bukela ena ka bonna.
Yeah, okay.
Ora khono botsa Mashabela ra owner re ka ofa 15 ya ba Mashabela nya ka 20 or 5,000 I pocket.
Yeah.
And I saw it go back as for this guy did it. Oh, this is how they work. So but comedy ka mo rari club that issue. But if the owner rather wanna delegate what's Thursday kia the comedians. Let it be ran by the comedians. Ye kia the DJ, I run a DJ. That would be bad.
Right. Man, I think also other DJs, upcoming DJs and local DJs, especially in the province, they've raised that issue that they have a problem.
Did they do that?
Yeah, with resident DJs. I don't even think. I hosted a podcast specifically for that discussion, a roundtable discussion.
Is it?
Yes, I call it the roundup, right? So we were discussing industry politics and we were focusing on DJs particularly. And that was a prominent subject matter, like an important subject matter to say, we do not, you come up with a concept and you approach the manager of the establishment. He approves of it. Yeah. And he says, talk to this particular person for logistics and planning and everything. That person is a resident DJ who's given managerial whatever responsibilities, right?
As the gatekeeper,
as a line manager or something, right?
It's a big problem.
It's either you're going to be sabotaged or you're going to be discouraged, or when you come up with your own ideas, he's going to incorporate his own ideas and tell you what Pella, this is how this establishment works, and this is what will work for this establishment.
And the owner does not know even about that.
The owner agreed to your initial idea. But but the resident DJ will tell you something else. Different. It's going to happen, but when it happens, it's going to be sabotaged.
Exactly.
They are going to tamper with the sound.
They're going to tamper with everything.
They want to check the lineup and they move this DJ and this performer at this time.
And the reason why they tamper with it is for them to tell the owner,
and to feel powerful.
Exactly. And the reason why I say what I say is because it's a Friday I want DJ. Comedy lunch Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Some people will complain or why did some of us are going to work tomorrow. Comedy is only a few hours.
Yeah.
It's only a few hours. Let's say to me comedy at 7 past 9 each you go home. But mutu for comedy big spender. Big spender.
Expensive and
regal. Like wabona mutu utlile go tshiretsha jokes. Lebetlelo lela litura gore he just want or she uka ba le bile comedy anti what are the couples.
Yeah.
They spend bra. They buy food in that establishment.
Yeah.
But you mubor. No. Don't.
Yeah. So tell me about lineup yale arrange. Usually when you have a lineup like this one, you give comedians like short time, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, in and out. Why is that? It is a common thing in comedy.
It is because comedy, people get tired to listen. You can't listen to people speaking, wedding or mahung. People want to listen to you, like last but not least. The reason why we give each other comedy, comedy is something I respect. When we give each other time, that's going to be that time. Every 15 minutes is 15 minutes. Every 30 minutes is going to be 30 minutes. We divide that time because regular comedy show is 3 hours. We divide it by, if we are 5 comedians, we divide it by 5. Or maybe the 1 minute hosting, and then that's it. Yeah, the DJ, I don't know, but foreigner, the comedians, if it's 3 hours or 2 hours, we have to divide it that way.
Yeah.
Or a kabarena gwela efelele, but waskala pa or teleja nonsense arena for ba felletse ba khona go relaxa ba nong ba nwe di drinks DJ letse ba bine o ka lebella bile some comedy shows ya di clubs comedy re fela Jack Rams people don't just leave. They still want to cheer. They still want to sit with you.
Yeah.
They still want to lie to you. Department Christmas party. They still want to do that.
Yeah.
They stay. And once they stay, they're still spending money at the club.
I think that is true. I don't know. Maybe some other people have the time to watch a comedy show, especially one-man shows for hours. I've seen a one-man show that goes on for 1 hour. I think it was a Trevor Noah show. I get tired, man. Like, I don't finish it. Unlike a movie that goes for 3 hours, James Bond.
Yeah,
I will finish it. I will watch it from the beginning. Because
the problem is you're listening to somebody live. What's what whole movie on your laptop or your DVD or you can pause while get out bathroom, what you like, if you smoke, you smoke, you come back with a beer, you come back with a beer. But life you can't because you're thinking already or I'm gonna miss out on something. So you have to be seated and so the one-man show I love them. I love them because, well, maybe because I'm a comedian.
Yeah, but they're long, man.
No, they are long. But if we are this one movie all away cinema.
Yeah.
Because the cinema they won't pause for you. Maro uhono emelela wa already popcorn wa do fast. One or ki message party nyane the reason why ge movie la we tswa cinema o nyaka o reka DVD ya ona or o download or because maybe you just missed some part. Yeah, that's the same reason.
Okay, like there is also this because we are wrapping up and then we are at Ghetto's bar and car wash and they're starting to play music. It's starting to become loud and they've given us they've given us limited times. Would you be doing a one-man show?
I have planned a one-man show years ago.
Okay.
But then I thought to myself, I'm not ready for it. But now I am ready. Especially through DPT funerals. I am ready. After this one, after the Clark Comedy Festival, let me plan a one-man show. Let's see how it goes. But I know I can do it. I mean, with my experience so far, that can happen. And I one-man show, mara line up. It's no more a one-man show.
Yeah.
One-man show on the line up.
Yeah, comedian or gasvele line up. But I don't know about the line up. Yeah, comedian. The opening act. Yeah.
One-man show.
Yeah, but with artists it's different because a one-man show can be your show with the people you collaborated and featured on songs, on music, right? But you have a one-man show, the artist for me, part of the lineup. It's no longer a one-man show.
People do not understand what a one-man show is. Yeah, but at least we're educated. Whatever that you just said right now, we're educated.
Yeah, there's a lot that we can talk about and educate and inform and tell people our. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for honoring the invite and for coming through and for sharing your life and sharing your experiences in the media, in the comedy industry, man.
I'm hoping for a second round.
Yeah, no, they should be.
Everybody has a story to tell. What's the story? So, but
right.
Yeah.
But
we've got limited time.
Yeah. But thank you very much, my brother, for coming. And people should look out for the show coming through.
Yeah, I'll support you. I'll support. Somebody supported coming on my way here. Somebody bought as a belief. Yeah, Romela e-wallet. Maroscarota Romela Usa. So we Romela no. Rufa product no. Romela. Yeah. And then come to the show. Get yourself some socks.
Yeah. I think
Kiri play ni. Chidi ngudi na di laughing emojis.
Yeah, get bored.
Chidi ngudi play ni. tse dingwe di laughing emojis.
When we pera mafi a di laughing
Nna ke
emojis.
apera di laughing emojis.
Obvious.
Like ke nna ke tsebišang go feta batho
Yeah,
ba
le
ka
nna re ke tšea a di
Laughing emojis, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And Lina, I think I'm tired of listening to my voice and your voice. We've gone over a long time.
Nigga, please. Yeah, ne.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Rale Malatji, Clar Comedy.
Yeah.
My name is Jack Rams.
Some call me Mr. Clar.
Yeah,
Mosadi
yeah.
ka ba mmitša Mrs. Clar ke ena Mrs. Clar ya baba.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have a restaurant, bro?
We used to.
Oh, okay.
We closed down via rental, bra, rental. Or renter. That's the problem. Or renter. Kura lo re patala tšhelete e ntši more than the profit.
Yeah.
So, but we are trying something.
Yeah.
We are trying something. We just bought a stand. Go kwena mloto. Yeah. We will see where it takes us.
Right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and go to the comedy show. Clar
Comedy
Comedy.
Festival.
Kadi kae?
Line up 28.
Yeah, Kadi 2080, March 2024, Clar Comedy Festival at Jack Bottas Hall, Polokwane. And it's hosted by the man, Clar Malatji.
Baskalabala. Ticket 18. Go compute ticket.
Yeah.
And at the door get 250.
Yeah.
And a ticket. Have a fit like go compute ticket. There might be an issue or Clar by speller you are.
Okay.
Clar Africans.
Clar Africa.
Hey, one of Clar-
Why
one-
Clar,
one-
Joe? I didn't ask you that question, and we are wrapping up. Clar, why Clar?
This friend of mine.
Yo, I would have done an injustice if I did not ask you this question.
Yeah, this friend
Yeah.
of mine gets in Lena go Pex Kolo Maketa from Leboachum.
Yeah,
Mr. Maketa Mutukwa.
sure.
He always every time I have a lot of Atla.
Why?
No, ke ka mokgwa bolla.
Okay.
So, he used to annoy me ka yona ntho until jatlong ke mogala ra e tla re wena mona wa lapisha tla.
Yeah.
So napile I became tla.
Ne?
I became tla.
So he gave you the name, or when you took it?
I took it.
Yeah.
He did not give me the name.
Yeah.
He said wena wa lapisha tla.
Yeah.
So I took it as if
Ke
you
nna
saying
Tla.
I'm tla. So I'm tla.
So yena ga ba re Clar, o ba era gore when
Wena wa lapisha Clar.
completely finished,
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
kudu.
Yeah. Every time we meet, pelatse ta gore e bona tla re mona we. Eh tla mo. Yeah, well.
Yeah, the lineup is hectic. Ke bona Moruti Majomane, ke bona Nicodemus
Mama bo.
Mamabolo.
Yeah.
I have a story, sa Nicodemus Mamabolo.
Is it?
Yeah. I identified Nicodemus Mamabolo while I was still at the University of Limpopo as the marketing manager of the UL English Society, and through a friend. And he said that there is a guy that I know, he's a comedian, and he needs an opportunity he doesn't get. I booked this guy for the first time to perform at the University of Limpopo.
And he did.
And he did.
He did.
And he killed it.
And he killed it.
And from that day,
And another Nico we feature in
Yeah.
in a movie was Swafule Kwetopan.
Okay.
The name of the movie is called The Amalgamation.
yeah.
Nali Nico we feature in that movie. For the first time in my life I feature in a movie. But
Yeah, he's so funny. I think
Very funny.
at some point he was also criticized for trying to sound like
salesman.
Salesman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah, so he pushed. I would like to talk to
Very
him and find out where he is, but I'm happy to see him on the lineup. I can tell you he is a funny
This
guy.
is the third Clar Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
From the first one
Yeah.
till this one, he's always on the lineup.
Ne?
Ke tswa kgole le yena mfano.
Yeah.
And there are reasons why.
I've been always like when I look at him, I always wish him a big breakthrough because I think he deserves it. And I'm telling you,
deserves it.
this was somewhere around 2012.
2012.
When,
Whatever.
yeah, when I met
I think
Nicodemus.
I think that's probably when we shot that movie.
Really?
Yeah, we might have shot that movie 2012 or 2013.
Mm.
No. I might be lying. Movie like about 2014.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah. I think at around 2011, 2012, that's when he was like really starting. I remember this vividly because he came to me and he said this was the first and biggest comedy show I've ever performed at with an audience that related to my material.
And he's
I
also
think.
He's also one of the humblest guys that I know. Humble too much.
Yes.
Quiet nyana
Rata Modimo.
Amen.
Yes.
Rata Modimo too much.
Rata Modimo.
Like he grew up in a family. I think o gare buti ya gage ke moruti.
Ne?
Yeah. Mama gage le ena bentšintše le motho wa kereke.
Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace. Yeah. Ke tswa le mfano go. What's about when he bought his first car? Na le ena bile be re travela ka koloi ya gage. Ke tlogela koloi ka gage ke re tla o lata mfana ke nyako ikwesha koloi ya gago.
Ne?
Ya ke nyako gore ke dia ka bomo gore ke ikwesha koloi ya gago. E re bua mo re bua ngwana re bua phefa mota gore go driver wena butsi.
Yeah.
Driver.
And do you feel like when I in the comedy industry you have achieved and reached milestones and you are where you want to be?
I want to try to I so wish, but so far I'm happy.
You are happy with where
I'm
you
happy
are?
with
With
who
the
I
impact.
am, with the impact that I'm doing, with whatever that I have. Ke hopola ke botjela batswadi ba ka ke re gona le tshedimo tse ke di dileng ke di achievile through this. So ke a gopela ntumelleng ke di entwiki.
Do you think you get the same respect, bruh, as other superstar comedians that are like popularly known all over the country? Even in the province, do you think people like respect you? Dimani, he's one of those guys by comedy in the province, and we respect him for that.
I do get.
Yeah.
Even though there are people who think being an artist, usanjuno ba celebrate.
Okay.
So sometimes it's not. For some of us, I give only mogola wa ba celebrity, but ke sa reach a goal.
Yeah.
Goal ya ka is somewhere else. Goal ya ka ke go empower le go le nna ka bonna ke empower.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking this is because Thabang ER is also on the lineup. And Thabang ER, with what he has done with Comedy What and Homecoming, he has empowered and given a lot of young comedians an opportunity on a big stage, because the Thabang ER,
that's a big stage.
That's a big stage.
That's a big stage.
And that's where
people don't realize.
Let me tell you now, that's where I saw a lot of TikTokers and social media comedians dying
on stage.
And that's when I realized that this is not a play thing.
He laughed.
Because some of them, they come on the inbox and they contact him. We need an opportunity. And then he says, come
through.
I'm not jealous. No, he will give you the platform.
Come through.
But the Thabang ER is not a play stage.
Now, you know what? I'm not like Thabang ER. Thabang ER will give any young man an opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, I do, but let's give him an opportunity. Now I ask, I've got reasons. Big brothers, if you know I have to mention names, I will mention names.
Yeah. And most of them, they don't come back on that stage.
They don't come back.
And they don't appear on any other stage. Yeah.
Staging.
Yeah, man. And also
Mr. Chase.
Mr. Chase is doing great.
This young man. He's doing great. Savannah Newcomer Awards.
Yes. Yeah. I see great comedians on this lineup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Murutima Joman.
And let me say something about Murutima Joman, and I think he should hear this. Murutima Joman, when he performs at the end, he has this jokes. I don't know if it's a joke or like he has this passion and intention of trying to educate people. Like he would go through some statement that and I think you will also feel it or no, he's no longer doing comedy now. He's trying to advise and to talk to people and send out a message about a certain message. He does that.
He does that. But it works for him. I might try that. It won't.
Yeah.
It works for him because of the same voice that he uses and the way he says it.
Oh, yeah.
The way he says it. Like you said, or sometimes some things, the way you say them, they sound like young or somebody else.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might just advise somebody, like advice.
Yeah. Yeah. And when he's serious, he's so clear and eloquent in terms of his articulation and messaging.
He booked me at a certain show.
Yeah.
I came in a bit late. Eke fitla go tsena ga ka before I saw or go bolla mango staging. I thought o bukile le out ya le buru. Ne ke nagana re o bukile out ngwa le buru. Out ngwa le Afrikaner ke re mara now line up ke bone ga one
le buru
ga one Afrikaner da khani ke damano go no change your voice.
The accent
Like he's brilliant.
Yes. I think I saw another video when he was
mara le thabang le na wa e gona le mo ka motse thabang ya
thaba go gona di kosha tsa manyalo
mara le ne ya le se buring kile ka e kwa e bethe bus
yeah
ile ka mo kwa e bethe ka kwa re botse aka e follow nyana ka mo go le na voice gona o e tena nyana.
Yeah, talking about being late, man. Nah, I've never attended a comedy show where a comedian was like ever late. You guys, you seem to be like really disciplined. It seems like every show you tomaka 7 come ka 7 you are there even when they've given you a time slot. Because at a comedy show this guy performs 5 minutes, he's out, the other one comes in, unless totally worry this guy urile atlo but this guy upalechu go fika. But if they come all of them on the lineup come ka bona ngare ba re le show it tomaka 7 wena le go you perform ka 8 come ka 7 le kwa because I can go backstage
o re go bokane re tsubishana le secret ka kwa khone ka re go bokane ona kwa ona come ka re le nervous. That's us. Mara, sometimes being late is about cars.
Yeah.
Cars that we drive.
Or performing at another show. Or,
yeah, maybe. But I've never like really pressure out double bookings. I don't.
Yeah, but maybe sometimes you guys in the background you are late and what. But how you manage the stage,
I so wish people respected that.
Ne?
The way they respect angao.
Hey, bro, how you manage the stage? It's a comedian after comedian.
Go back time slots.
No.
After mama. Well, ba the big names ba ngile ba nna ba nyo go idian tru ba pale. Ya napa ya fela kana mola ka speed or bro ska dia so. Ge ile wena wa tseba ro gitimetse kai ska tja double booking. Ro bookile for this time slot. Ska idumela ntru.
Yeah, no, so that's great. Yeah. But with artists, someone was staging.
And sometimes because we got a artists so the comedians, you hardly find the comedians really 10 on one stage unless in a comedy under the sun. Comedy under the sun. We are a lot. That's why Tomaka Pela and NLD breaks, and then Wafitana and Mashabela we treat it very well.
Yeah,
we plan very well. What are Tomaka 2? Group of 5 comedians. Yeah. Then what performer maybe Plaza Jamanyal or Zola. After then a group of 5 comedians. Yeah, host like somebody.
Yeah.
Or Papara, the comedy then. We are having fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
Rale Malatji, my brother, thank you very much, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Would you like to say anything? Social media following? Last message?
Social media handle Rale Comedy Malatji, Facebook and Twitter, Mr. Tlar at Mr. Tlar.
Sure.
Yeah, and then Instagram, man, I'm not an Instagram person.
I think I deactivated my Instagram.
I didn't, but I hardly.
There's no life there.
You never know. Yeah, but then the last thing that I want to say, please pay the socks.
Yeah. Man. But I wish you all the best. And
people must attend this show.
Yeah,
they are going to have fun here.
I will be there. I'll make sure that I come
especially one of this lineup, Bragi, and I know.
Yeah,
Pravesh Mangal Dave, Sister H, she's the only lady. Tabang ER, this 2 young men, Mr. Chase and Nico Timas.
Yeah, sure.
And host Kalabak. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm still in talks with Jojo Manjaro. Yes. He might come in. Yeah, I'm still waiting for his response.
Do you believe in Jojo Manjaro as a stand-up comedian?
Not really.
Also, why are you talking to him?
He's more of an entertainer.
Yeah,
than a stand-up comedian. He's not a stand-up comedian.
What do you want him to do when he comes through?
Jojo Manjaro we entertain like a lot. Like Jojo Manjaro akatsenchale limududu masile la stage. Akatsencha afamafuka at stage. But But stand-up comedy is something else. I don't want to lie to him.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie to him. And he's funny.
Yes, he is.
He is funny.
Yeah.
He will say a lot. He'll say, but
I think he's very good with script and content
Thank
creation.
you,
Yes.
Thank you.
He's more like a producer, like
Yeah. We just go on stage and freestyle.
improvise.
Yeah, you just flow. Sometimes you but
And I think that's why he's into film now and movies, because I think that's where he excels more, because
if he comes through,
yeah,
I'm hoping he
must
know
come through. Jojo,
I
we're
know
looking forward
he's
to
going
your
to give me a
performance.
positive feedback.
Yeah.
If the date suits, he's gonna come through.
Ne?
He might just be the one to introduce me on stage as the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm hoping for the best for this show.
Rally.
Yeah, let's go home.
Let's go. Subscribe, like, comment, and share Jack Rams online on Mega Artist Media. Until we meet again, Rale Malatji, Jack Rams. Danko.
Awe. Hey, tada.